Hi, this is Matthew. Eliff wanted to do a quick little thing. I thought it was really funny. I found this about 20 years ago in an email, lost it, and now it's back. Someone posted it on Facebook, and I had to repost it. It's basically badly translated science into English, basically. Things that, were either they didn't check it or they just bad grasps of English when translating. So, it just says enjoy the English language. And hopefully it's not going to be too loud with the speech, but I'll try. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. But it just basically it says enjoy the English language, and the first one is in a Bangkok temple in Thailand. It says, I don't know how long ago this was. They probably have been changed, but at the time these were displayed whenever this was done. I don't know how old this thing is. I think this is longer than the one I had, but it's really funny. In a Bangkok temple, it is forbidden to enter a woman, even a foreigner if dressed as a man. So, not quite the intent of that one. A cocktail lounge, Norway. Ladies are requested not to have children in the bar, which I guess could be taken another way. So, doctor's office in Rome, it said, specialist in women and other diseases. That's just not quite translated correctly, but again, could be taken another way. Dry cleaners in Bangkok again. Drop your trousers here for the best results. I don't think that's what they meant by that, but that's what it said. So, yeah. A Nairobi restaurant, it had said the following. Customers who find our waitresses rude ought to see the manager. On the main road to Mombasa leaving Nairobi, there was a sign that said, take notice, when this sign is underwater, this road is impassable. Yeah. I don't know how she would word that, but that's not quite what you should have said. And they, most of Africa can speak English to a pretty good degree, so not exactly sure what, why that was it. Hopefully they changed that sign at some point. On a poster in CanCom, I don't know where that is, but it said, are you an adult that cannot read? If so, we can help. Well, obviously, if you can't read, then how are you supposed to know what the sign says? Yeah, kind of obvious, but kind of funny at the same time. But again, not quite the intent. I don't think that was meant there. In a city restaurant, doesn't say where. It said open 7 days a week and weekends, which is kind of weird. But yeah, kind of an odd way to say that. In a cemetery, doesn't say where. Persons are prohibited from picking flowers from any but their own graves. Oh, man. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Need to check your translation, guys. Just a bit. Tokyo Hotel's rules and regulations. Guests are requested not to smoke guests are requested not to smoke or do other disgusting behaviors in bed. Again, can be taken another way in the last half of that sign. Hopefully they got someone to fix that fairly quickly. On the menu of a Swiss restaurant, it said, our wines leave you nothing to hope for. I wonder if anyone tried the wine list in that restaurant, or not. Hopefully, again, check your signs, people, check your text in English before you submit them to be published or written down on signs. In a Tokyo bar, special cocktails for the ladies with nuts. Yeah, again, innuendos or taken the wrong way. Not quite what I think that was meant to say, but again, translation issues abound here. a hotel in Yugoslavia, which is now Serbia and Montenegro, 2 countries. This was a very old listing, but it had said, the flattening of underwear with pleasure is the job of the chambermaid. On a similar vein, in a hotel in Japan, it also said, you are invited to take advantage of the chambermaid. Not exactly the intent of that, but again, hopefully someone realized their mistake and fixed it, because otherwise, yeah, not quite the intent there. It pays to check your text. In the lobby of a Moscow hotel across from Russia, in Moscow, in a Moscow hotel across from an Orthodox monasteries, okay, yeah, across the street from this hotel, it at one point had said, you are welcome to visit the cemetery where famous Russian and Soviet composers, artists, and writers are buried daily except Thursdays. Except Thursday. But yeah, not quite the intent. I'm not sure how I would have rewritten that, but I don't think they meant that exact verbiage. A sign posted in Germany's Black Forest had said, it is strictly forbidden on a Black Forest camping site that people of different sex, for instance men and women, live together in one tent unless they are married with each other for this purpose. Oh man. Okay. Some of these you could take a different way than was intended by the sign. A hotel in Zurich, which is in, of course, Switzerland. Because of the impropriety of entertaining guests of the opposite sex in the bedroom, it is suggested that the lobby be used for this purpose. Yeah. Not exactly the intent there, but humorous all the same, but not quite what they meant, I don't think. An advertisement for donkey rides in Thailand literally said, would you like to ride on your own ass? Which, of course, is a donkey, but, you know, the other way, too. Probably a better way to word that. Just, would you like to ride on a donkey, perhaps? Or just donkey rides or something else? But, you know. Again, hopefully that was fixed fairly soon after. I don't know. Surely someone gave notice that these signs were messed up and fixed them at some point. Airline ticket office in Copenhagen, which is in Denmark, of course, it had said, we take your bags and send them in all directions. Oops. Not quite the thing you would want to say on a sign for, I'm assuming, a baggage claim area. Oops. Yeah. Oopsie. A laundry in Rome, we had a following. Ladies, leave your clothes here and then spend an afternoon having a good time. Oops. Not quite. Again, the right intent there. Humorous. But yeah, I don't think they meant that entirely. Because you could take it literally, obviously, yeah, they're not wearing any clothing, but, you know, hey, not what they meant. But that's what the sign said. I only know what this says. I have no idea how old this is, but I just think it's rather humorous because of the butchering of English that happens. Finally, the all-time classic seen in an Abu Dhabi soup shop window, it had said, if the front is closed, please enter through my backside. Oops. Not, again, what was intended. This also just goes to show that if you're writing a sign in another language, make sure it makes sense and is what you intended it to say, etc., and you won't have these problems. But I wonder if there are other signs like this. Leave a comment if you have seen signs like this, if you've traveled abroad anywhere. There are similar kinds of signs or just issues with language, even in English. My favorite English one, my brother used to get Wired physically at the magazine for computers. And they had a section of weird signs, like just odd signs that were kind of weird. My favorite was, it was a hotel sign. It said, literally it says, free wireless fireplaces. I think what was meant was free wireless, comma, fireplaces. in the rooms, but it sounds like your fireplace is wireless. Again, that's a simple punctuation thing that someone should have checked. I think my brother finally had lost it, and I think I gotten a hold of someone to get that sign as an image. It wasn't a great one because it was, I think, back in like 2007, but I think he has it somewhere. But just because it was just really funny, just, the misuse of a comma, and you think, oh, either the fireplace is wireless or there's wireless inside of the fireplace for my internet connection. But there's probably the other ones, but that's the one that I remember just because it was just so ridiculous, but not what they meant to say. But I hope you guys enjoyed these. I think they're kind of funny. But that's all I have at the moment. Just thought you might find that kind of humorous. I love hearing mistranslated stuff like that. I think it's funny. But I will make another video of something similar. Not like this, but other odd little topics, hopefully, on down the road. Talk to you guys at a later time.